Imagine this for a moment. There is a man who wakes up every day at 5 in the morning, not because he is strong, not because he is motivated, but because years ago he made a small promise to himself. Just one promise. He said, "Every day I will wake up 5 minutes earlier than yesterday until 5 a.m." Feels normal. At first, it was painful. His body hated him. His mind argued with him. But after months, something strange happened. 5 a.m. was no longer early. It was just life. Now here's the interesting part. That man did not change his life in one big moment. He did not make a dramatic decision. He did not wait for motivation. He simply changed one small habit, one small action, repeated again and again. And over time, his entire life changed. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy content that helps you grow your mind, your money, and your life step by step, take a second right now to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow, and it helps you stay connected to ideas that can change your future. Now let's continue. Most people believe that big success comes from big actions, big plans, big energy, big moves. But real life does not work like that. Real life works quietly. Think about how people gain weight. Nobody wakes up one day suddenly overweight. It happens slowly. One snack today, one lazy evening tomorrow, one excuse after another. Small choices, repeated. The same is true for success. The same is true for money. The same is true for confidence, health, relationships, and peace of mind. Your life today is the result of habits you repeated yesterday. So let me ask you something. If nothing changes in your daily habits, where will you be in 5 years? Most people don't fail because they are lazy. They fail because they repeat the wrong small behaviors every day without noticing. A man once said, "Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become." Think about that. When you save a little money instead of spending it, you are voting for a future you who is stable and calm. When you waste time scrolling instead of learning, you are voting for a future you who feels stuck. When you wake up and keep a small promise to yourself, you are voting for a future you who trusts himself. You don't become rich by one big investment. You don't become confident by one speech. You don't become disciplined by one hard day. You become those things by who you choose to be today and tomorrow and the day after. Many people wait for motivation. They say, "When I feel ready, I will start." But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the weather. Habits are different. Habits stay. Think of habits like interest in a bank account. Small money grows slowly at first. Almost nothing. You look at it and feel disappointed. But after time, the growth becomes visible and then powerful. Most people quit too early, not because the habit is not working, but because the result is invisible at the beginning. Imagine pushing a heavy stone. The first push does nothing. The second push does nothing. The 10th push, still nothing. But then suddenly the stone moves? Was it only the last push that mattered? Or all the pushes before it? Your habits work the same way. You may read 10 pages a day and feel stupid because you still don't feel smart. You may save a small amount of money and feel poor because nothing changed yet. You may exercise for weeks and still see no result. But something is happening inside you. You are becoming the kind of person who reads, the kind of person who saves, the kind of person who shows up. And identity is everything. The strongest habits are not built on goals. They are built on identity. If you say, "I want to make money," that is a goal. But if you say, "I am the kind of person who respects money," that is identity. Goals tell you where to go. Identity tells you who you are. And you always act in a way that matches who you believe you are. If you believe you are bad with money, you will act badly with money. If you believe you are lazy, you will look for excuses. If you believe you are disciplined, your actions will slowly follow. Change the story you tell yourself, and your habits will change with it. Let me give you a simple example. Two people try to quit smoking. One says, "I'm trying to quit." The other says, "I don't smoke." Same action, very different identity. The first person still sees himself as a smoker who is struggling. The second person sees himself as someone who simply does not smoke. Which one do you think lasts longer? Your words shape your identity. Your identity shapes your habits. Your habits shape your future. Now let's talk about why habits are so hard to change. The human brain loves comfort. It loves what is familiar. It wants to save energy. That is why bad habits feel easy and good habits feel hard at first. Eating junk food gives instant pleasure. Saving money feels painful now, but helpful later. Learning a new skill feels slow and uncomfortable. Your brain is not designed for long-term thinking. It is designed for survival. That's why you must design your environment, not fight your willpower. Willpower is weak. Environment is strong. If junk food is in your house, you will eat it. If your phone is always near you, you will scroll. If learning tools are hidden, you will forget them. Small changes in your environment can change your behavior without effort. Put a book where your phone usually is. Put your savings automatic so you don't think about it. Make bad habits harder and good habits easier. You don't need to become a new person overnight. You just need to make one small habit slightly easier. 1 minute of reading, one small saving, one short walk. People laugh at small habits. They say, "This is too small to matter." But small habits are powerful because they are sustainable. Anyone can do something small every day. Almost nobody can do something big every day. Consistency beats intensity. A little progress, repeated daily, becomes massive over time. Now think about money. Most people think wealth comes from luck, talent, or big opportunities. But wealth is often boring. It is waking up and not buying what you don't need. It is choosing patience over pleasure. It is respecting small numbers. Money grows when behavior is calm, patient, and long-term. People lose money not because they don't know enough. They lose money because emotions control them. Fear, greed, ego, comparison. Habits protect you from emotions. A habit of saving protects you from impulse. A habit of learning protects you from ignorance. A habit of thinking long-term protects you from regret. Your habits are your invisible shield. Now let me ask you another question. What small habit, if repeated every day for 5 years, could change your life completely? Not a big dream? Not a dramatic plan? A small action. Because the future is not built in moments of inspiration. It is built in moments of repetition. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. And here is the beautiful part. You don't need to be perfect. Missing one day does not ruin you. Quitting completely does. Progress is not about never failing. It is about returning again and again. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Growth is slow, but slow growth is strong. Years from now, you will not remember the days you felt motivated. You will remember the habits that stayed with you. So start small, stay consistent, trust time, because time rewards patience, not speed. And before we finish, if this message spoke to you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You never know which small video, watched today, could plant a habit that changes your entire future. Remember this, your life does not change when you get lucky. It changes when you get consistent. And the smallest habits, repeated daily, can quietly build a life you are proud of.